It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now some of you might still be in that place.
Kitara Farrar, what a season so far. She's played in the under-18 Queensland state team. She's in the Gold Coast Suns Academy. She was named in the under-18 All-Australian squad. She got to play on Etihad Stadium with the under-18 Allies recently. She's taken out the team at AFL Cairns Women's Rising Star and also won the 2017 Women's Best and Fairest in our competition. This weekend, her team plays against Menunda Hawks in the grand final at Gazali Stadium on Saturday morning at 10:30. Congratulations. Just tell us about your journey so far this year.
Well, it's been pretty tough. Not a smooth ride, but I've cleared all the hurdles and got to all the places that I've achieved. And without any of those rough patches, I don't think it would have made me a great AFL player.
This Saturday, you play the Hawks. You've beaten them before. It was a really well battled game. How do you think you can do that again this weekend?
Well, maybe shut down the key players like Bowden and Dino. Probably two of the key players, shut them down and get the game flowing. Yeah.
Your own game, you play off centre half back and then through the middle. When you get the Sharon, you've been unstoppable. Who do you think the Hawks are going to put on you on Saturday?
Maybe Latifa. She can run. She's got a lot of speed. If she catches me, I've no doubt she will shut me down. But yeah, I believe that they'll chuck her on me.
Someone from South Cairns that you think's most valuable player at the moment for you guys, especially in the finals last week and coming into a grand final, someone with a bit of experience, or?
Ellie Rundle, she was on fire last week, fed her in and she got the goals in, wind or not. She's probably one of the best players in our team so far.
The coach's message throughout your finals campaign so far?
Maybe he won't change anything. If we want it bad, we got to get out there and go for it. It's just a matter of who wants it more, us or Hawks.
Kitara, I just need to ask you this. You're a huge role model for the game of AFL. Many of us love the game, and I want to know what inspires you and what do you love about AFL?
I would say making new friends, that's one of them, but probably just being a role model to younger AFL players or athletes altogether, Indigenous or not, just to keep striving for whatever they want and not let anything stop them.
Now, we really hope to continue your journey and we wish you all the best for the future and on Saturday. Thank you. AFL Cairns TV is here with Rosie and Jennifer, co-captains of Menunda Hawks. This weekend they face South Cairns Cutters in a grand final. They are playing for their third grand final. Tell me about the feeling around the club at the moment, girls.
They're really excited to play in their first grand final for women's footy, so it's buzzing. It's been buzzing for a couple of weeks and we get to have a lot of fun this week and keep things as normal as possible, so yeah.
Now you skip the prelim because we're only a 4-team competition. You're straight into the grand final. Tell me a player from the Hawks who is valuable at the moment and on form.
Oh, it's a hard one. No, not really. The whole team. Can't put it down to any one person in particular, but yeah, the whole team.
Yeah, you've done really well. I think you've only lost 2 games all year, and that was against South Cairns Cutters, so you're going to have your work cut out this weekend. One to watch for South Cairns.
Definitely Ali Martin. Sure. She's been on fire the last couple of weeks, and the games that we've come to watch, she's given it a red hot crack. She's a good leader of the forward line, and she definitely leads from the front. So.
Now, your own game, you play full back. Who do you think you'll match up on the weekend?
Oh, I think possibly Ashley Singleton. Her or Rosie Parsons. Yeah.
And you, Jennifer?
I suppose it depends on where I am on the field. I don't like to generally man up. I do my own thing, so.
Yeah.
You've got a huge squad, 31 females, which is absolutely awesome. Some of those girls are going to miss out this weekend. Tell me what the message is to those.
Oh, I think it's been a really joint effort this year, and we've had a lot of players come in and out through injury and whatnot. So we're very team orientated. So as much as it's definitely going to hurt, we'll still be there picking them up at training on Thursday, and making sure they're still around and still definitely involved before, after, and making sure they're included in celebrations. So they're still definitely part of the team, and we feel for Karina. We wouldn't be able to make those decisions, and we love every single player that's at our club. So it'll be tough.
Now on to coaching. You had a change in management about halfway through the season. You have to acknowledge Tyson Lane for the good job that he's done throughout. Now Karina's also stepped up and she's done a brilliant job. You're obviously in the grand final. Any messages to the coaches?
Yes, yeah. Thank you very much, Tyson, for getting us this far. Definitely bring the girls together, and thanks to Karina for bringing us to the grand final, finishing it off.
Okay, now I have to mention the 2 cups behind us are the previous 2015 and the 2016. So 3 in a row, obviously, you're going for. What pressure does that bring, knowing it's 3 in a row you're going for?
I guess there's not a lot of ladies or women that are still playing that are actually going for 3 in a row. As a club, it's a huge feat for us. Yeah. We've probably got 7 individuals that are doing the 3 in a row. We haven't really spoken about it much. No. We're not going in it, thinking that it's going to be an easy game, because South will definitely bring it. And so we're more focused on getting the job done and coming out this weekend and putting on a good show.
Okay, ladies, final question. 3/4 time, you're in the huddle. What's the message to the team?
Oh, one for all and all for one.
Yeah, I suppose finishing strong. Generally, the third quarter is the premiership quarter, and we all know we've got a job to do, and to do that we need to be together and making sure we're doing the right things as a team rather than an individual. So, yeah.
Thanks for joining us today.
No worries.
Port Douglas Crocs have been phenomenal in the 2017 season with 19 straight wins, and in the last Saturday of the AFL Cairns season they have back-to-back premierships in their sights. But first they must meet the mighty Menunda Hawks, who have been playing with nothing but ruthless and relentless determination to earn respect and their place in the only match that matters all season, the grand final. The brown and gold have made it look easy, coming from 4th position, demolishing opponents in their finals campaign. Will the Hawks pull off their fairy tale ending? Or will it be the year of the Croc again in 2017 in the great finals at Kazali Stadium?
AFL Cairns TV is here at the home of the Menunda Hawks. I'm with Captain Boe Halter. He's been with the Hawks for over 10 years. Welcome to AFL Cairns TV Grand Final Edition.
Thanks, Jane.
Tell us about the feeling at the club at the moment.
Yeah, it's a really great feeling around the club at the moment. Everyone's really excited. We've given ourselves another opportunity to win a flag for the club. So yeah, it's a really great feeling.
That's great. You guys will go in underdogs this Saturday in the senior grand final against Port Douglas. They're on a roll with 19 wins straight. What do you say to your critics?
We said at the start of the season that our goal was to make the finals. We've done that, and we showed the last couple of weeks that we're capable of beating the teams above us. Here we are now, so yeah, it's going to be a big job on Saturday, but we're ready for it.
Currently, who would you say is the Hawks' most valuable player?
Yeah, look, there's probably a handful of guys. We don't really rely on one or two. There's some really exciting players. We've got the Flint boys, we've got Ezzy and Milton up forward, obviously. But yeah, Joel Carman in the midfield, been very underrated, but he's been a very good player for us this year.
Yeah, you've got some informed players at the moment.
Yep.
That brings me on to these two players, Milton Miskin and Ezekiel Frank. They've been dominating up forward. They work well as a team. Give me a bit of insight into these guys and how they work together.
Yeah, look, they obviously they do work together really well. Just really great mates, you know, on and off the field. I guess that's probably what you could put it down to. They both feed off each other and work really hard for each other, so yeah, it's good. Now,
a bit about the opposition. Tell me, a player to watch and who's dangerous from Port Douglas?
Yeah, look, they're loaded with representative players all across the park. They've got a really great coach. We just won Coach of the Year again, so you know, we'll try and we'll focus on what we can control ourselves, and we'll just keep doing what's been working for us.
Okay, Mark Harborough, he's been great for the club. Tell me a little bit about his message at training on Tuesday night. What's he been like instilling into the team come the big game? Yeah,
just just work hard for each other, be confident, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, we've got the belief that we can get the job done, and we've just got to work hard for each other.
Now, your own experience, what's it been like for you? Like 10 years at a club, 16 altogether, but you've come and gone back and stuff like that. Tell me, you know, your wife plays a big part in the club and yourself. What's it mean to you to get this far?
Yeah, look, yeah, it's fantastic. Obviously, you touched on my wife being a big part of the club, which she is. She's done probably more work than anybody would understand, probably the last 5 or 6 years for the club, many late nights. So yeah, it's a credit to her and the rest of the committee. Everyone works really hard. For myself, yeah, you know, it's an honour to be captain and be in this position right now. But you know, we've got one more week to go this year, and hopefully we can get it done.
Okay, final question. You're in the huddle. It's 3/4 time. You're the captain, you're the leader. Tell me how you get the team to step up in the last.
Just, yeah, obviously, we just got to give ourselves a chance. You know, we can't give up. Just soak up the atmosphere. You know, I'm sure if we're in a position where we can strike, then the crowd will get behind us. Yeah, that's probably it.
Thanks for joining us today, Boe.
No worries, thanks, Shane.
AFL Cairns TV is here at the Croc Pit with Port Douglas captain Kye Chapple. Welcome, Kye.
Thanks very much. Good to be here.
Grand final edition of AFL Cairns TV. We thought we'd come out to the beautiful Port Douglas, talk to the captain. Now, Kye, you've won 19 games straight, which is a perfect performance. This weekend you play the Hawks in the last game of the season at Kazali Stadium. Tell us what's been the biggest challenge this year for the Crocs.
Probably the biggest challenge always up here is the influx of new players coming every year. I think we've had 10 players in and out from our grand final side last year, so probably just getting to know everyone, all the new faces, and seeing the way they play. That's probably our main challenge as a club.
Okay, now the Crocs are chasing back-to-back premierships. Do you think this puts more pressure on the team?
I don't think so. I usually just take it year by year. Probably having going through this season undefeated probably puts a little bit of pressure on you, but yeah, it's good to be confident, and I like to be confident. So yeah.
Now, currently, who would you say is the Crocs' most valuable player?
Yeah, apart from myself. I think Lee Staple, he's going to go well for us on the weekend. I think he's due for a big game. Yeah, he hasn't been in the papers too much, I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, I've done a lot of work with him in the forward line, and yeah, he's a great player, got a heap of experience, teaches all the boys every week, so yeah, I think he's due for a big one.
Now, on to valuable players. I have to mention your housemate, Callum Oates. He won the Reg Dean medal the other night for reserves. It's a great effort from him. Has he come down from the clouds yet?
Yeah, the big hoss. He was very happy with the other night, winning the twos best and fairest. But I think it was a little bit bittersweet for him, just because the type of player he is, he should be playing in the seniors. So hopefully he's back up in there next year and fully fit.
Okay, all year you've had a strong back line with names like Wearmouth, Glass and Kelly and Hobbs. Who do you think will match up on the Ezekiel Frank factor this weekend?
Yeah, Frank's a great player. He'll be a tough one to match up on. He's a tough one for any club, but I think Johnny Hobbs will probably get him. I think he's takes all the big forwards every week and does a great job. He's one of our most valuable players, so I think he'll go on him and shut him down.
Okay, who's a player from Hawks that you probably rate that can be dangerous with the Sheridan?
Probably Frank. I like him. Yeah, he's a great player. Kicks a lot of goals every week. Another one's Cam Gouchy, number 10, in the midfield for him. Yeah, just a big, strong on-baller. I think he'll get a fair bit of the footy, and we need to look to shut him down.
Okay, I have to mention Brad Cooper, your coach. He was honoured as Coach of the Year the other night. Tell us what you've learnt from Brad and has made you a better player.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I learnt heaps from him. A great coach. Passionate about his footy. I've learnt so much. Probably the biggest thing I've learnt off him would be probably leadership. Just the way he goes about it, the way he handles it. I'm not the biggest speaker to the boys, and being named captain the last 2 years, I've sort of just been learning. So leadership's probably the biggest thing I've learned off him.
Okay, that brings me to the next question. I'll make it the final question. You're in the huddle, it's 3/4 time and it's grand final day. What's the message to the team?
I'd probably just tell them this is our last chance. It's do or die. We need to go out there and give it everything. If we lose, we forgotten. If we win, we go down as champions. So that's probably
Thanks for joining us.
No worries.